Hello. It's Damiana. Hi, guys. I want to drop in. It's the spooky season. Love this season. It's time for candy corns and trick-or-treat and spooky movies and a big heaping plate of witch-decorated donuts. That's how I celebrate Halloween, as I don my favorite witch's hat. Okay. Well, I want to drop in on you guys and say hello. And here you guys are. Oh, okay. I'm going to put on my glasses. I'm going to put on my, what do they call these? My peepers? Okay. I'm going to put on my Dommy's peepers. Okay. Let's see. What do we say here? Oh, hello, Murphy Maxwell. Hello, my beauty. Love you, my dear. Love you, beautiful. Now, guys. I got a spooky rec. I got a spooky rec for you because I've been binging. I've been binging on the flicks, as I call it as of right now. Oh, hello, Kevin Egan. Hello, my beauty. Hello. Now, guys, I've been watching The Watcher. Okay? And Ryan Murphy's latest production, and it's terrifying. And it had me cozying up in my poncho and hiding and screaming maniacally into my poncho, which I do anyway. I do that out of joy, terror, and deep ecstasy. Okay? But then on this occasion, I was doing it out of fright and suspense. No spoilers, spoiler-free zone, but it's a spooky show. I don't think this is a spoiler. It's a family. They're getting spooky letters from the Watcher in their house. And, this resonated with me because there's been a problem in my neighborhood with people receiving terrifying notes. Terrifying notes that are signed by an anonymous writer who just goes by the moniker Lickety Split. And they're quite, they're these ominous notes. And it, I hate to say it, but for the spooky season, it's very apropos. But, people are getting these notes, and it just says things like, good day to you, sir. I want to murder your soul. Regards, Lickety Split. And people have been wondering, and we at the neighborhood council meeting, everyone's asking, who could be doing this? This is a mystery that's broiling and brewing in our neighborhood. Could it be someone that the recipients of the letter know? Is it targeted? Is it anonymous? Is it random? Is this a prank? Or is everyone in grave danger? Well, and I've gotten to peruse a number of these notes. One note said something along the lines of, Dear Mrs. Dear Mrs. Fitzwalliger, she's a neighbor of mine, it said, you've got beautiful, beautiful roses in your garden. I want to stab your eyeballs out. See how there was an opener there, and then it just went in for the kill. So it was a little bait and switch, a little misdirect. Murphy Maxwell says, based on a true story, that's right, The Watcher, by Ryan Murphy is based on a true story, and that's what makes it all the more frightening. And I just read the article in New York Magazine, with the real-life story, and it's just as terrifying as the show. I just gonna put this out there, but I will say I have the same blonde bob as Naomi Watts on The Watcher, so I do fancy myself somewhat of a Naomi Watts in my real-life story, because I'm experiencing The Watcher, and of course, in my case, it's the diabolical case of Lickety Split. Well, the letters have been escalating, guys, and it's starting to get scary. I mean, scarier, because these letters are getting more pointed and more specific. They are saying things like, Dear Mr. Johns Patrick, another neighbor of mine, I stand over you while you sleep. I love your pajama print, and I'm gonna bite your tushy. I mean, that's an outright. I mean, that's crossing lines. I mean, now the Lickety Split is saying that they're in the room of Mr. John Patrick. I mean, I'm frightened for my life. Well, I wanted to come on here and just put this out there, guys. Let you know what's been going on, because this is scary stuff. And Mr. Ryan Murphy, if you're watching, if you need a sequel to The Watcher, Lickety Split, the rights are available. And just to one up myself there, I'm here on this spooky day on October 15th, 2022. I got an exclusive. As many of you know, my background is in journalism. I am a seasoned reporter. Hello. And I'll just take a moment to greet my new guests. Hello. And by the way, my eyesight is quickly deteriorating, so forgive me if I say your name wrong. But Bennett77 says, yes, Damiana, hello, my dear. Hello, my beauty. And Paul Johns, oh, I want to murder your soul. Right? That's scary stuff, Paul Johns. I want to murder your soul. I mean, talk about pointed. I mean, that's not even ambiguous. But by the way, there was another letter where Lickety Split told Mr. Ted Brim Petters down the street, said, I'm in your room right now watching you, and I'm ready to lick you. I mean, that's very immediate. I mean, in the room? I mean, he was looking over his shoulder, believe me. I mean, that letter would even imply that the note was written while he was in the room, which doesn't even make any sense according to the basic laws of space and time. So I mean, this is a real head scratcher. I mean, we've got a real mystery on our hands. And Bennett77 says, you're getting to my bottom of it. Says, you're getting to my bottom of it for sure, and getting to your bottom of it. Okay. Is it that kind of show? Is it that kind of Instagram live video? Okay. That sounds more like my OnlyFans. Okay. But I'm getting to your bottom, this bottom, that bottom, this way, that way, this, that, and the other. That's for sure. Because, in addition to being a lady reporter, I'm also a lady sleuth. And I'm getting to the bottom of this mystery. That's one bottom I'll get to the bottom of. Okay. I heard it here. Oh, yes. I thank you, Murphy Maxwell says, we all fancy you, a Naomi Watts. Oh, why, I thank you. And you should see me, I sort of do what she did in The Ring, but just when I'm watching reruns of Designing Women on Lifetime. Like, ah! Okay, a little Naomi for you. Okay. And you might have seen Mulholland Drive. That's basically me with my roommate. Okay. Things get crazy. If you've seen Mulholland Drive, you know what I'm talking about. Naomi, call me. I now have a few phone calls to make to Ryan Murphy, Naomi Watts. My social calendar's getting real packed. Okay. It's a good thing that, now the COVID numbers are down and I'm dining out at the Ivy again, because I've been known to, some would call it harass. I call it paying friendly visits to the celebs at the other tables. And you should see what I said to Annie Potts the other day. I sort of did my Naomi Watts scream for her to show her how much I enjoy designing women. It was a very sweet moment for me. Okay. I'm not sure what it did to Annie Potts' lunch, but I think we all had a good time. What does Murphy Maxwell says, does Fitz Wagner still have both eyes? Well, that jury's still out on that one. But bottom line, no, she does not. Okay, I think Lickety Split struck again. Ah! Boo. I don't mean to make light of this. This is actually a very terrifying predicament. We've got a ghoul terrorizing the neighborhood. And if I didn't enjoy the frights of Halloween so much, I'd be even more mortified. Okay. So complex emotions. It's very layered. It's just a nuanced situation. What do they say? The emotions of riding on a roller coaster, that terror, is the same adrenaline rush we feel when we feel great thrills. Have you heard this one? Sort of a go-to right now in sort of the self-help communities that I traverse. Okay. And it's something I experience every single day. Utter terror mixed with sheer erotic delight. Yeah, that would pretty much sum up my daily experience minute to minute. Okay, second to second. Okay. What do we say here? And Bennett77 says, yes, biting the tushy, you heard me right. That's what the note said. I mean, don't look at me. Look at Lickety Split. Yes. And what do we... Oh my goodness, Bennett77 says, sex throat is a serious predator. Lickety Split sure is. Sex throat... now I'm getting vibes of deep throat, sex throat, lickety split, what have you. These are all, these could all be monikers for this nameless, faceless menace that's terrifying all of us. I mean, I'm living a real life Netflix series. Mr. Murphy, where's my contract? Okay. What? Yeah. Bennett77 says, Annie Potts, but blonde. Is that directed at me? Oh, I do fancy myself a blonde Annie Potts. And, Hey, I could be on Designing Women. I have the whole monologue memorized. And that's the day the lights went out in Rancho Palos Verdes. I think I'm ready. Okay. Oh, yes. Now, guys. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. I was about to reveal an exclusive. And no, this is not just a way to bait Mr. Ryan Murphy so he can, I can sell him the rights to my story as the sequel season 2 of The Watcher. The Watcher, season 2, Lickety Split. I can see it, can't you? Okay, but I do have an exclusive here today. So if you're watching, you're welcome, because you're about to get the biggest exclusive, I would say, arguably of the century. I've unmasked Lickety Split. Yeah, I just wanted to let that one sit there for a second and just let that sink in. You are about to find out the identity. It's like a Scooby-Doo. I'm about to pull off the mask. Are you ready? I think we all are. We're all sitting here with bated breath. Lickety Split is me. Ta-da! I'm Lickety Split. Surprise! Boo. Okay. Yeah, I've been writing these letters. And you know, okay. You know what? It's all out there now. It's all out in the open. Twist! Okay, the confession's on the table, so now you're going to want the explanation. Here's the thing. Yes, these notes were very targeted, and they were very specific, and they were to all of my mortal enemies in the neighborhood. But believe me, you know, once you know my story, you'll know how fully justified all of this was. And I think I'll win you back. If I lost you, I'll win you back to my side. Here's the thing, guys. Each one of these neighbors has committed some kind of mortal offense that really hurt me deeply and dare I say, metaphysically. For example, who did I tell you? Ms. Fitzwalliger, I mean, she had her leaf blowers come on Tuesdays, and that's the day when I watched Designing Women at noon. So I couldn't hear when Delta Burke was giving one of her most famous, hilarious one-liners, something like, well, my. I missed it. I just heard a little like, I missed them. I mean, Delta, if you miss a Delta Burke zinger, you've missed a little treasure from life. Let me just say that. So out had to go Miss Fitzwalliger's eyeballs. Sorry. Them's the breaks. You know, okay, then another day, I was out just kind of sweeping the front walk, and Mr. Ted, my neighbor, was walking by, and he failed to compliment my poncho. He didn't say even one compliment. Well, I think I know who's getting decapitated. Okay. And then, who's down the street? John Patrick down the street, the other day, I was telling him that I was watching The Watcher, and he said, okay, no spoilers. I promise you, no spoilers, but let's just say it's a good time. But see, that's a spoiler. That's a spoiler too, because I didn't even want to know it was a good time. I don't want to be complete. I want to go into it completely tabula rasa and have no idea if I'm going to have a good time or a bad time. Now I know I'm going to have a good time. So in a way, it's spoiled. The whole thing's ruined. So, yeah, I think I know whose tushy's getting licked. Yeah, it's Mr. John Patrick. So, in other words, Lickety Split has struck again because she's got a vendetta. She's got a real, and it's personal. This time it's personal, and it's deep. And she's going to be, Lickety Split's going to be licking and slicing and chopping and what have you to have her revenge. That's right. She will have her revenge. And yes, she does talk about herself in third person. Okay. So, it's out on the table, guys. I've come clean. And it feels good. It feels right. And I think, as with most horror stories, there's kind of a moral fable here, like the best episodes of Tales from the Crypt. And I do fancy myself a bit of a crypt keeper. It's sort of Naomi Watts meets the crypt keeper. Okay. Let's unpack that. But, yeah, these horror stories, they got a moral fable, and I think the moral of the story here is, don't offend Damiana. Okay, heard it here. Now, just to address, I think I got some questions and some notes coming in here. Yes, okay, right, guys, yeah, what do we say here? Murphy Maxwell says, we done knew. Okay, some of you are crafty. I think I got a crafty sleuth. Murphy, I think you're a crafty sleuth because you're perceptive. And you could tell, the clues, I dropped down the clues and you picked up what I was dropping down, and you solved the mystery. So, I applaud you. And I doff my bob to you, okay? And you're coming over for candies or for Halloween sweets, and we're doing a rewatch of The Watcher, season 1 onward, okay? Okay, and what do we have here? Oh, and Paul John says, and it would happen when you need Angela Lansbury. That's so true. I mean, what Jessica Fletcher, she would have solved this mystery lickety-split. Pun intended. Okay. Yeah, okay. You're right. And by the way, Angela Lansbury, a.k.a. the legendary Jessica Fletcher, a personal hero, icon, and inspiration of mine. I'll have to amend my self-description. I guess my descriptor is Naomi Watts meets Crypt Keeper meets Jessica Fletcher. Okay, yeah, I think that sums it up. Okay. Cracked the case. That's right, Murphy Waxwell. Cheers to you. Cracked the case. Oh, my love. Yes. You'll compliment me profusely, and I thank you. Please. Oh, yes, indeed. Well, guys, love you guys. You're dear to my hearts. I'm blowing your bezos. Mwah. And I'm sprinkling you with candy corns and Snicker bars and mini M&Ms. I love you guys. I'm glad you dropped in, and I'm glad this case is closed. Lickety Split's been revealed. Look for her, season 2 on Netflix. Hear that, Ryan Murphy? Love you guys. Happy Halloween, Bezos.